Hi everybody, it's Ronnie with my fourth and final writing process strategy. Woohoo! This strategy is the GIST strategy. I got this from Janet Allen's textbook, or the little flip book, The Tools for Content Literacy. And this strategy I think is super awesome when it comes to big chunks of information and trying to get students to process it and comprehend it. So for example, 6th grade history chapters in the textbooks. Those things are very lengthy. They have a lot of new vocabulary. They have new people with new details, new wars and battles and places that people have traveled. There's a lot of information. And so what I like about this is that the teacher demonstrates by using a paragraph out of their textbook how to sort of break it down and summarize what they're learning in their own words. So that way they know what's going on and nothing about it can hopefully get to above level where they're confused. So for my example, I went online actually and found a paragraph I found an article about the War of 1812, and so I sort of just started breaking it down from what it was telling me. So basically, the whole first paragraph was sort of an introductory paragraph, so to me, this is how I comprehended it. In 1812, the U.S. began a war with Great Britain that impacts us greatly. The United States suffered many costly defeats during the war, and I was talking about how there was a lot of issues with Great Britain and Canada and territory in America with the Native Americans and gaining territory in New York and all of that kind of stuff. So we just kind of summed it up there. And then in the end, the U.S. was able to repulse Great Britain and find new spirit and patriotism. Words are hard sometimes. And then at the very end, there's a whole paragraph summary. So while the War of 1812 didn't always go the way the United States wanted, they held on to their loyalty and celebrated their second war of independence. So no matter what was going on with the war, the setbacks and the losses that we had, at the end of the day and at the end of the war, America was very loyal to their country, very full of spirit and pride for the efforts that we had put in. And so I think that this is an awesome resource for comprehending lengthy text. The students are able to write whatever makes sense to them, not necessarily whatever, but they're able to write down what makes sense to them in a different way, so that way comprehension is almost 100% mastery. Thank you.